Good morning. I am Katie, and this is my colleague Jane. She will just be listening.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I have your mark sheets and IDs, please?
Yes. Here you go.
What is your name?
My name is Panagiotis.
And what is your name?
My name is Claudia.
Thank you. First, I'm going to ask you some general questions.
Okay.
Claudia, what is your favorite place to visit? And why?
My favorite place to visit is the park because I love nature and I really enjoy there.
Panagiotis, what other countries would you like to visit and why?
First of all, I would love to visit England because I know very good English. And I would like to see their culture there and their normal lives.
Claudia, which special occasions or festivals do you enjoy celebrating the most?
I enjoy celebrating the most Christmas because it's the time of the year where you spend time with your family and your loved ones and you get many presents as well.
Panagiotis, is celebrating your birthday important to you?
I think it's very important, especially to me, because I'm getting 1 year older, so I'm growing even more mature and I can understand things much better.
Claudia, do you prefer to spend your free time with friends or family?
I prefer spending my free time with my family because when I will grow older, I will not have as much free time as I have now, so I want to make some memories with them while I'm still young.
Panagiotis, what can we learn about life from the older members of our family?
So the older members of our family have more experience in life. They have lived in past years where things were differently, so we can take some advices from them to learn how to survive.
Claudia, what is the best thing about learning English?
The best thing is that you can never really get bored of it. You learn new words and you learn more about the culture, which is very interesting, and it just motivates you to keep going.
Now, in this part of the test, I would like you both to talk together using the prompt to help you. You can add ideas of your own if you wish. I am just going to listen to you. You only have 6 minutes, so don't worry if I stop you. Please speak up so that we can both hear you. Here is your topic. The topic is jobs and professions. You may start when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So, would you like to start?
Okay, thank you. I believe the most important criteria for a job is to have experience because that means you know how to learn in that department and it's very useful for you.
Okay. Well, I think that qualifications is one of the most important things to take a job, because you have to know certain things about the job so you can work.
Yeah, but if you have experience, that means that you know how the job has to be done and you have done it many times before.
Okay, I agree. So, another important factor is the location, because if it is far away from your home, you might be late sometimes, and this will not be good for your career, because your boss will fire you if you are constantly late.
I agree with you, but I believe working hours are also very important, because if you work many hours, you are very tired and you can't give your 100% to the job you are doing.
That is a good point. Okay, so salary is another factor. If you are not getting paid enough for your job, you might wanna quit. So I think you have to talk about salary with your boss. Very important.
I agree with you, and I believe salary is very important, but job satisfaction as well is very important, because if you enjoy what you're doing, you're more happy and time goes by faster and you enjoy it.
Okay, I so agree with you. I think family isn't that important, because if you have a family, you have to raise them with the money, so it's not that important. They don't affect you when you're working.
I agree with you, but I believe the career progression is important in a job, because you are developing and you need that so you can get a better salary and maybe even a better position in your job.
Okay, I agree. Okay.
What are your career hopes and plans for the future?
So, I hope that in the future, I get a position in economics. I really like maths and calculating numbers. So I would love to take a place in an economic position. What about you?
Well, I also like economics, but to be honest, I prefer chemistry. And when I grow up, I would like to be a chemist, because I find it very interesting and I would like to work in a lab.
Wow, that's interesting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will now move on to the last part of our test. We are going to talk together for about 6 minutes. I would like you to respond to my questions and to what your partner says. The topic we're going to talk about is entertainment and culture. So, Panagiotis, what helps you decide which film to watch at the cinema?
I think a very important factor to decide which films you want to see is the special effects or the scenery, because if they're not so good, you don't enjoy the movie a lot.
What about you, Claudia?
I believe the most important thing when choosing a movie is to see other critics, because they're professionals and they might help you choose a movie you will enjoy based on what you like.
Claudia, why are reality TV shows like Survivor and Big Brother so popular?
They are so popular because they show people they are fighting, or they make friendships, and that is so appealing to people, because after a long day of working, studying, they just want to go home, relax, and watching somebody else's life seems quite interesting to them. So that's why they have become so popular.
What do you think, Panagiotis?
Well, I think reality shows are popular because they provide drama, and but in my opinion, people today are not really watching TV. They have turned into the internet, because you can choose what you want to see. While in TV, you have commercials all the time, and they show you whatever they want you to see.
Panagiotis, young people are too interested in celebrities. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. Young people admire some famous people because they like what they are doing, and they are their idols in a way. So they really want to become like them in their future.
Claudia, young people are too interested in celebrities. Do you agree?
I agree, and I agree with what Panagiotis said, but they also see teenagers a part of themselves in celebrities because they get touched by their story or their job or their characters, so they are very appealing to them.
Claudia, what do you think young people will do for entertainment in the future?
I believe in the future young people to entertain themselves will most likely be on their phones or new devices that may be found in the future and not really spending time with each other and their family.
What about you, Panagiotis?
I think with new technologies like virtual reality, the most of the time they will spend on it and will communicate with the internet and not get out of their home too much because they will think it is boring and that technology is very interesting for them.
Panagiotis, do you enjoy visiting museums and historical sites?
Well, for me it depends on what museum is it. I mean, I really like visiting the War Museum because I'm really interested to learn how old people were fighting. Not so much about art because I don't really like art. So it depends on the museum.
Claudia, what about you? Do you enjoy visiting museums and historical sites?
I enjoy visiting museums and historical sites, but I will agree with Panagiotis. It is based on the subject of the museum because I can get bored if it's something that doesn't interest me. So yeah, I enjoy.
Claudia, do young people spend too much leisure time on their digital devices?
I believe they do, but it's not their fault because most of them are home alone because their parents are either working or are they very busy with something else, and the only way to communicate with their friends or their family is through digital devices, but they can get addicted to them and spend many hours a day.
Panagiotis, do young people spend too much leisure time on their digital devices?
Well, nowadays I think it is balanced between technology and friends. Sometimes they like getting out with friends, go play football for boys, go shopping for girls, but I think in the future they will turn on technology instead.
Panagiotis, tell me about a special occasion you attended recently.
Well, the most recent occasion I attended was my father's and grandfather's name day. They both named Jordan. So we went out pretty early at 7:30 an afternoon at a tavern, small, near our home. We stayed there until 11, I think, 11:30. Unfortunately, my younger cousin was there. He was annoying. He wanted to play with my phone, and I didn't want to give it to him. But that was how it went. After we left the tavern, we went to a small restaurant, but not for food. We went for dessert there.
Thank you. That is the end of the test.